Real life street star. Know what time it is.
Yes.
Would y'all ever do like Day 26? Would you do you know the guys? You know?
Yes. We've done songs together.
Yeah. Have y'all talked about the time of y'all season of making the band and their season of making the band?
No need to. We was the lab experiment. Yeah. They was the experiments. Right? We was the I hope it worked. They was we know it's gonna work.
Okay. Yeah. So in the middle of that was Danity Kane.
What about him?
You see what Aubrey seems to be the most outspoken about Diddy.
Because he cut her off real fast. It's because she caught on to his what she did right.
If you see it, you can't slide under the rug.
She did right. You know the white woman ain't going.
My mama would never.
White woman ain't going.
But you have someone like Dawn, who of course
from New Orleans.
You're from New Orleans. She filed her own lawsuit and she said that of course she experienced those unpleasant moments with Diddy.
She could have told her from Day 26 that, but she didn't, did she? Just like Sarah didn't, did she? Sarah married and then came out all these years talking about a $60 million lawsuit. Yeah, it's gonna why everybody, you hear me? That's weird. Because I didn't see that.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to judge Dawn or Sarah, but I'm gonna say this here. Cap. Concapulations. Yeah. Yeah, concapulations.
You know,
Cap in America.
Captain America.
I don't believe it, right?
Cap God.
Because I know what Diddy would do and what he wouldn't do.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm saying when the camera's off, then he'll cut up. But if the cameras was on, Diddy ain't gonna show out like that. He's just not. Some white people watching him.
Right. So
Diddy try to impress white people more than he do his own people.
Right. Diddy was wealthy. Right.
He is wealthy.
He is wealthy.
Yeah.
And they talk about stuff like the Illuminati.
Wow, you gonna go that far?
Yeah, I'm going there. Did you see anything?
Say, bro, is my vape ready? I gotta smoke to this. You going far now?
We're gonna go a little deep.
Yeah, I see that. I don't think you're ready for that.
I think you are.
I don't think you are.
No, I'm not. I'm probably not. Let's go there. But we want to go there.
You sure that's what you want?
Yeah, I want to go there.
All right.
So, the Illuminati, is this a real thing?
Yes.
And were you ever introduced to it? Did you?
I would never tell you that. Right. But I would tell you one thing. I told you, success don't come from working hard. What I told you, success comes from being chosen.
Chosen, right.
You didn't catch me. I went over your head.
Right.
I already told you it was Illuminati.
Okay.
But you gotta have you gotta have supply and demand. You gotta be able to supply what they're willing. You gotta have it. You gotta have what they want. And your job is to make sure that you keep providing it, or they're gonna do you something.
Right.
I don't think you're ready for that.
Yeah. No. Listen, I want to say we are, but we're not, because if you say some,
I don't think you're ready for that, Joker.
If you say some that we can't comprehend,
but Joker, you ain't peeped me. I set a tone from the beginning. He ain't count.
Right. Because most people want a specific scenario.
I know you do, but guess what? In this world, I'm not obligated to give you what you want. I'm obligated to give you what you need, and you have to be mentally ready for what you need.
Do you feel if the curtain was pulled back in Hollywood, that America be ready to see what the hell's going on?
America ain't even ready to see aliens.
No, that's right. Let alone some diabolical shit. Let alone some diabolical shit.
So make your mind up. The moment we're ready to encounter aliens is the moment we'll be ready for life. We're not ready for that. I am. But a lot of people ain't ready for that. 99% ain't ready for that.
They like the norm.
That's why the 10% always win.
Hey, ignorance is bliss.
Now you get it.
Come on.
And you think I'm capping. That's what's funny part about it.
No.
You think I'm exaggerating.
I'm just... Listen, we ain't there yet, but we
you study the 48 laws of power?
Yeah.
You sure?
No, I don't study it.
Have you studied it?
Yeah.
I studied it as well.
Right.
Let's say, bro, I go to sleep to it every day.
Yeah, I don't do all that.
So you keep it in your memory banks.
You can go down in a wormhole with this 48 laws of power.
I got a question for you.
That's it. Let's go.
What are the aliens, outside or inside?
Where are the aliens? I have no idea.
You told me you studied 48 laws of power.
Well, 48 laws of power.
Can I get the answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ever notice that they are so willing to go out of space, but not willing to go underwater?
Yeah, see, that's some real shit right there. So we about to go.
You know,
This
I
is
already went there.
yeah.
We ain't about to go nowhere. I already went there. You just gotta fuck with me.
Right.
That's the second interview.
I let big homie CC handle that.
You gotta fuck with me. You gotta fuck with me.
Right.
Because it seems like even when I seen Diddy kissing a man, that shit sound unbelievable. But it's believable.
Man, listen.
They can't tell me what I saw.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not here to say, I'm not here to shoot him down, but I know what I saw. So if I told you he seen an alien, how far-fetched is that?
It's not far.
It's not far-fetched.
Right.
No, man, that's
Not, if you're ready.
Right.
it's funny because
That's what I was gonna say.
He ready. Look, he ready.
No, I was gonna go back to
He
Diddy.
ready.
I was gonna say, why not in this day and age? Why is it so bad for Diddy to be gay? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't he just come out?
You really want to know?
Yeah, he's wealthy.
You really want to know? Nah, no. Say, brother. It's because most of us black men grew up around women more than men. I grew up around my daddy more than a woman.
Right.
So most black men are taught to be homophobic. So we're not ready to accept a man in the music industry, which is a ghetto culture that went global. And the number one genre in the music industry is hip hop. We're not ready for a gay man to be openly gay. We're just not ready for that.
wait.
But he's damn near openly gay now.
No.
Right.
It's still an opinion.
Wait.
Right.
Until you can prove it yourself, because obviously I told you what was down.
Yeah, I believe you though.
But do you believe when I told you it's aliens?
Yeah.
You sure?
You said that you said it. I mean,
Look.
It's-
That's just my perception,
Right.
Right? Because I can tell you the sky is red. If
I
you
see
don't,
what you're saying,
if you don't
right.
see it as such, then
Right.
the sky ain't red.
right.
Oh, wait. Are you saying the world could be ready for, let's say, if Diddy said he was a robot, we'll be ready for that, but not ready for him to.
He say he's gay.
I think the problem is that every successful black man has to be associated with either some type of drugs, sexual assault allegation, or homosexuality.
No, let me cut you off right now. Sexual assault allegations come when you allow it to, right?
Right.
Because you could be a freakazoid, right? And you could do things, but I keep telling you, anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of celebrity. So you ask for that. That comes with the price of having the scope on you. So sexual allegations come with the scope, right? But if you don't allow yourself to be under the scope and you conduct yourself like a businessman and know when to fold. A lot of us black men in this game, we tend to don't realize that we still in, right?
Sure.
We get beyond our bridges, right? Because we're no longer in the ghetto and we feel like no matter how it sounds, you heard me, that we're better than the people of where we came from. And the moment you think like that is the moment they smoke you, Robinson.
Yeah. You're right.
They smoke you when you feel like you're better than the people that you came from. Because once we get to a certain level to us, we ain't got to go back to the ghetto. They smoke you and make you feel like you're just a ghetto.
Right. They did that to Bill Cosby. They did that.
Nah, they'll make you know you a nigga.
But it's a choice. You don't have to allow them to smoke you. But most of us allow them to smoke us when we feel like we're invisible to.
Right.
Man, we in they land, man. This is they.
No,
I'm happy you realize that.
I get what you're saying because once you reach a certain amount of money and status, and you start feeling like I'm too, and I don't need to go over there.
They got you.
They got
Look. Gotcha.
I just watched the interview.
Gotcha.
I just
Gotcha.
I just watched this interview. It was a YouTuber and Kevin Gates, and the YouTuber was with a lot of women, and they were flashing him. He was like, Kevin Gates was like, "Do you know them?" He's like, "Nah." He's like, "They just random." He see that's how you go right there.
That's how you go. So you got to be ahead of the game,
Right.
Because the devil work way harder than God.
Ooh.
So no matter what religion you believe in, I practice spirituality, right? I can't say that. I know a lot of people gonna hate me. I can't say that I believe a man in the sky with a gate and angels flying with wings, or a man downstairs with fiery pit. In my mind, we already living in hell. Fuck, I'm at peace when I'm dead. I got shot. I fainted. Right? And they induced me in a coma. I know what it feels like to almost die. It feels peaceful. But when I woke up, felt like hell again, in pain.
Nah, hey, talk to him. Talk to him.